Hey guys, today we're going over deload and attempt selection. They're two common subjects that come up, and everybody wants to know how to deload properly for meet and how to pick your attempts at your meet, what percentages you should use, etc. So the way we do a deload is 10 to 14 days out. That'll be your last deadlift day. I usually like to do openers on that day, so we'll do 3 singles at your opener, obviously warm up as usual. For your squat and bench, we'll do your openers about 7 days out, 6 to 7 days out. We'll warm up like usual. We'll do about 3 sets of singles for squat, 3 sets of singles for bench, and that'll be that for the day. About 4 days out, we do a 5x5 or a 3x5, depending on the individual, at 65% of your max for that cycle. Okay, so that covers your deload. As for attempt selection, first attempt should always be something you could easily triple on a bad day. It's a good guideline to use so that you make sure you're in the meet. So in order to stay in the meet, you got to make 3 attempts if you're doing a full power event. You got to make at least 1 squat, 1 bench, and 1 deadlift. So your first attempts, just to get you in the game, check your ego at the door and just do your first attempts, something you could easily triple, and that's that. Your second attempt should be a repeat of your first attempt if you fail the first attempt for any reason. I repeat this to my clients over and over again. Do not take a second if you don't make your first, or do not take a higher second if you do not make your first. It's very important that you repeat it because, again, you want to make sure you get your attempts. The most important thing is to make as many attempts as you can. Even if it's a technical issue, even if you accidentally skipped a command, even if you got, whatever, you can make up any reason to jump your weight on that second attempt. My advice is to stick to your first attempt always. Your second attempt, if you make your first attempt, should be about a 5-pound PR depending. Usually, if you're a natural athlete, that's just about where you're going to be at the end of a cycle, at the end of a short training cycle anyway. If you've done a longer extended training cycle, or if you're an unnatural athlete, or if you're a beginner and you're adapting really quickly, you can go for a 10-pound jump. If you really smoke your opening attempt, and you think you can go for an even bigger jump, maybe add another 2.5 kilograms or 5 pounds to your attempt, that's fine too. It's always good to talk to your coach or your trainer and to see what they think and how they think that the bar moved. But as a general guideline, you want about 5 to 10 pounds of a PR for your second attempt. So that's going to be really the bread and butter of it, is to really nail your second attempt. If you nail your second attempt, your third attempt as a female for your squat and bench, I think 10 pounds is a safe bet. As your third attempt. For your bench, I don't know if I just said bench. If I said bench, I meant squat and deadlift. For your bench press, I think 2.5 pounds of a jump from your second to third is more than enough. I've noticed that a lot of women who go for the bigger jump for 5 kilograms or more, they tend to miss their attempts unless they're enhanced athletes, unless they're really beginner athletes. I think that 2.5 kilograms, 5 pounds is a really good point from your second to the third attempt. Again, if you miss your second attempt, you want to repeat it. The only time you should jump is when you make an attempt. Now, if you miss your first, you nail it on your second. On your third attempt, go for your scheduled second attempt numbers. Don't skip to your third attempt because you're not going to have that proper incremental increase and your body's not going to be as well prepared to receive that third attempt unless, under special circumstances you're going for records, or if you have a really good coach that's there with you and you can go in the back and maybe it's really risky because I don't want to get into the minute details of what your coach could help you with, but as a general general idea, you always want to go for your next bump up. You don't want to skip any bumps because then your body's usually not well prepared for it. Thank you, Bernard. So that's basically the long and the short of attempt selection. There's obviously more details that go into it, but if you can't afford coaching, or if you're really on your own for whatever reason, I think those are really good guidelines that are going to help you go for the highest possible total. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to really you don't want to go too hard on the squats and bench and possibly fail and overexert yourself and kind of lower your morale in those lifts. Because it does really carry over. The energy that you have within the first couple lifts and your confidence that you have really do carry over into your deadlift. So if you can really, get 6 out of 6 for your squats and benches, then maybe you can go a little bit harder for your deadlifts. And so I'm just gonna stop there. Everybody, good luck on your competitions, and if you do use this advice and it works for you, or even if it doesn't, comment below. Send me an email either at melissa@ateamathleticsonline.com or melsmoves@gmail.com. Either way, find me on Facebook. Let me know how it goes, and if I can help you guys out in any way, let me know that too. All right, have a good one.